The legacy media is getting scared because instead of just bitching, our side is finally competing. GAC Media's push for true family entertainment panics the regressive media, rife with conservative dog whistles. You notice that anything that's not blatantly leftist propaganda must be rife with conservative dog whistles? This is just projection. They insert their garbage into everything, so they assume everyone else does too. There's a new challenger in the arena of family friendly entertainment, and members of the far left wing media are already taking notice. So, organizations that rely on the status quo are noticing the status quo is about to get interrupted pretty hardcore. And these guys know that they're screwed because they have very firmly taken the regressive side. And they know we're going to remember that when the pendulum swings back. We know which side you took. One of the biggest stories from this week you may have missed was the announcement of actress and Hallmark Channel favorite Candace Cameron Bure leaving the Hallmark Channel and signing a multi-year deal with GAC Family and GAC Media. According to a statement by Great American Channels, or GAC, Bure will have a prominent executive role at the company to oversee and curate programming for the networks as a whole. Her production company, Candy Rock Entertainment, will be developing and producing original content for its channels as well. Good on her. The actress also expected to create a year-round seasonal celebration content for the networks and play a key role in the company's annual Great American Christmas franchise. Oh, not holiday? Oh my God. That's an alt-right dog whistle right there. Candace is adored by generations of fans as one of family entertainment's most cherished and relatable stars. Bill Abbott, president and CEO of GAC Media, sent a statement. She also helped build this genre into a mainstream success it is today, and I look forward to working together at GAC Media as we further establish our brands as leaders in quality family programming. Yeah, so Disney has made it clear they're a lot more interested in grooming 5-year-olds than providing family entertainment. So this is the perfect time for competitors to jump in. No, I'm truly honored she has chosen to be a part of and to help create her special brand of family entertainment here at Great American Channels. At face value, this might not seem like a significant story, but in reality, Bure's move to GAC is likely a first domino in a massive culture shift in the world of family-friendly entertainment. Oh, you mean they're going to shift back to family-friendly entertainment from the degeneracy it is now? Okay. For the last number of years, the Hallmark Channel has been a refuge for traditional family-friendly entertainment in an industry that has become aggressive in its promotion of regressive ideology. While some criticize the overall cheesiness of the content, Hallmark has grown a strong following among conservative audiences due to its wholesome programming, especially around the holiday season. I haven't watched a Hallmark thing in a long time, but good on them. However, that started to change a few years ago when the regressive media started to take notice of Hallmark's success with their customer base. Entertainment media outlets such as The Hollywood Reporter began to call out the network for their lack of alphabet soup representation and diversity in their programming. Hallmark Films had become an alternative for those trying to escape the regressive programming of the major networks and streaming services. Instead of standing behind their audience, Crown Media Family Networks, a parent company of Hallmark, sided with the mob. And that's why all of their top talent is now moving. So this is how you sink an alternative platform. You allow yourself to be bullied into doing the same thing the mainstream does. And now all you're doing is a lesser version of what everyone else is already doing. You lost all reason for anyone to support you. George Zaralidis, president of the network, vice president of the network programming for Crown Media Family Networks, told Nothing But Crap in current year -2. Diversity and inclusion is a top priority for us, and we look forward to making some exciting programming announcements in the coming months, including announcements about projects featuring alphabet soup storylines, characters, and actors. Congratulations, you just sank your brand. He added, "We are committed to creating a Hallmark experience where everyone feels welcome." So you mean you're going to run out your existing audience to become a clone of the mainstream? No, you're not going to have any audience, okay? The sentiment will be echoed by the company's official Twitter account that wrote, Diversity and inclusion is a top priority for us, and we look forward to making more programming announcements in the coming months with projects featuring Alphabet Soup storyline characters and actors. We are committed to creating a Hallmark experience where everyone feels welcome. Except for our existing audience, they could go fuck themselves. We don't want our existing audience anymore. We're going to completely screw them over to try to get another one. Suddenly, audiences who were looking for an escape from left wing programming were stuck with another network promising to create more of the same. If Hallmark was going to turn into every other television network in America, then what's the point of watching them? Enter Great American Channels. Bill Abbott is the former CEO of Crown Media Family Networks, who bought the channel last June through GAC Media LLC after stepping down from his role at Crown Media in current year -2 following the regressive backlash against the network. So he was probably pushed out of the company by the wokies, and he decided, you know what? Instead of trying to fight for this dying brand, I'm going to make my own and gatekeep it better from the start. Now, Abbott was in charge when Hallmark Channel initially rejected an ad from online weddings firm Zola, which showed two women getting married, pondering how their wedding might have improved with the use of Zola's services. The backlash led to the CEO of GLAAD, Sarah Kate Ellis, weaponizing her lobby against the network, making a statement. Alphabet Soup people are and will continue to be part of advertisements and family programming, and that will never change. The fallout of Hallmark caving to the GLAAD lobby caused a revolt within the company, and many of their top stars decided to sign elsewhere. After purchasing the GAC brand, Abbott looked to compete with Hallmark by taking their talent and signing them to exclusive deals. This is the perfect response. Like, what this guy's doing is almost like what we're doing here, where like the Western comic industry is just shit. So we're like, fuck them, let them die. We're just going to replace them. Now, except I have no interest in working with any of their people, though. I can't trust any of them. Actress Danica McKellar was the first of many who signed an exclusive deal with GAC to star in and executive produce 4 new movies through current year -1. Those who followed her included Jen Lilly, Jessica Lond, Cameron Matheson, and Debbie Matenopoulos, who signed with GAC. Those who signed with GAC signed with the intent to write, produce, and even direct their own content. And that's how they were able to get the deal. It's like, hey, you actually get to have creative freedom if you come here. However, since the signing of Candace Cameron Bru, who had been a mainstay on the Hallmark Channel for over a decade, that has the woke mob bristling. Laura Bradley, writer for far-left publication The Daily Beast, wrote an article this week attempting to smear the network for its connections to former President Orange Man. After attacking GAC for having financiers close to the Orange Man family, the outlet complained that the network was a dog-whistling conservative base in their branding. And as long as they don't make the same mistakes that Hallmark made, these guys will be a massive success. Hopefully, while creating a new company, the owner, I hope he learned his lesson from the last time and gate kept his company properly this time around. Bradley wrote to say that promotional materials for GAC family are rife with conservative dog whistles will be akin to saying Santa Claus has a sweet tooth. The words traditional values and American culture, lifestyle, and heritage, for instance, loom very large. Wow. It's only okay when you do it, huh? She continued, when GAC promises safe Christian content for those of us who don't fit that equation, we know what they mean. The streamers' films just happen to star white people in almost all lead roles, and in contrast to networks that have belatedly tried to embrace inclusivity in their holiday content, there's not a same-sex couple or non-Christian celebration to be found in GAC's slate. So the people you are actively excluding decided to make their own, and you're mad that they're not including you? How about you go fuck yourself? You're damn right when we make our own, you'll never be included. In other words, the Daily Beast, which as an extension of the far left is afraid another entertainment property could be gaining momentum that isn't soaking in regressivism. What angered the left about networks like Hallmark did years ago was the network found success with a large audience that was looking for non-woke entertainment. The far left fears entertainment platforms they don't have influence and control over because they know their garbage will never work in a free market. If a free market is allowed to exist, their stuff fails every time, and they know it. So they have to shut down all competition. Regressives would rather a platform not exist if it doesn't submit to their will, After getting Hallmark to submit to their pressure, regressives are locked to do the same with GAC in the coming months. The real question will be, can GAC do what Hallmark refused to do 3 years ago and take a stand for their own content in the face of alphabet soup attack dogs? Can Bill Abbott stand up to GLAAD in a way that Hallmark refused to do in current year -3? Well, this will be the ultimate test. Why would he even bother doing this? Why would he even bother starting over if he's not ready to fight back? Well, we'll see, though. With companies like Disney promising to double down on left-wing regressive content in their programming, the search for genuine family entertainment has increasingly become a difficult one. You guys should just be watching anime. It's so much better. Networks like GAC will certainly throw their names into the hat over the coming months as competition to Hallmark, Lifetime, and Disney, but the true test of their resolve can be whether they weather the storm that regressive organizations will put on them as they continue to grow. If they don't, they have no reason to exist anymore. Now, GAC Family and GAC Media are starting to make a serious impact in the world of entertainment. What do you think their chances are of becoming a frontrunner of the family and faith content? If they don't give in, they're guaranteed that spot. Especially if they bring over everyone that made Hallmark good. Yeah, it's game over, man. All it takes is for enough people to make their own and say no. Look at DeSantis over in Florida fighting Disney. All these chicken shit motherfuckers who've been too afraid to stand up to the woke, all these rhinos, like, oh, well, if I go against the woke agenda, my career is over. DeSantis put his foot down and said no. And not only is his career not over, he's more popular than ever. If you still don't see what it is you have to do to put an end to this woke mind virus, then you're beyond salvation, man.